Hello Stampers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you another really quick and easy card with the Be My Valentine bundle. Such a cute bundle, and right now is a great time to buy it with celebration going on. You can get some really good deals. For this card I used one of the celebration items. In fact, I used this embossing folder with the Softly Sophisticated bundle. You get this bundle for free when you place a $100 order. So that's what I chose to do on one of my orders. And so I really like the embossing folder. I haven't played with the stamp set, though I have some really good ideas. You do want to head over to my website, though, and check out all the great things you can get with Celebration. With $50 orders, you can get this watermelon stamp set or some designer series paper. More designer series paper, just absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite designer series paper is the next one, which is the bird. Oh, no, sorry. Where is the bird one? I must have missed it. My hands are cold because I had to walk my dog outside. Yeah, the bird paper, super cute. Cradled in Love. You just want to check it out. There's some really cute stuff. I'm going to do a class with this paper. In fact, I used it for my last stamp club, and I'll do some videos with that. And also the Jungle Pals, I got that. So can't wait to share those all with you. I did not get the detailed dogwood, though. It is stunning. It just wasn't available in the pre-order, but I really like it, and I'm planning to get it before Celebration ends. So, it ends on February 29th, so you want to get going, if you haven't already, to take advantage of this sweet deal, free items with your orders. All right, but today we're talking about Be My Valentine, and the first thing I want to do, there's two things I'm going to do first, and I want to stamp the bee out, and to do that, I'm just going to use a scrap of white cardstock. I'm going to start on the right with the bee, and the reason I'm using this, oh, where'd that come from? Scrap is so I can get my punch in there on it. All right, so there we go. And I'd like to do the black first, and then come in with the color. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. For this bee, we're going to use 2 wings. So I'm going to do 2 of them, and you want to do it far enough away from your bee body that you can punch it out. And we're going to do antennas, and I'm going to do those upside down so that I can get them more easily with my punch. And that's all I need for now. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the body. I'm using Daffodil Delight on this one because it coordinates with the cardstock. And I'm using the cardstock, so I'll show you the cardstock in a minute. I find it way easier to line it up if I do the black first and then the color of the bee body. And I've seen a lot of cards people have used other colors, and black and yellow is super cute. You don't have to be a traditionalist. I was just trying to coordinate with my paper, so I stayed traditional. For the wings, you want to use the stamp that looks like a heart, and I used Petal Pink because once again that coordinates with my cardstock. I'm using the paper piercing mat because you get a better image when you're using these photopolymer stamps. All right, so I want to go ahead and punch out my bee. So there's his body. And wings. Other wing. Just gonna rip this because it's not quite fitting on my strip. And when you punch it upside down, you can totally line it up perfectly. And then last, I'm going to take this little heart and get the antennas. And I also did a little heart in the coordinating sweet sorbet, same punch. So you can make hearts or you can use it to cut out the antennas. And I'm going to use that for the bees holding a little heart in this card. And the other thing I want to do is I cut out these little hexagons, and to do that I used this die, which is in the Something Fancy dies. It's really nice. There are all these different nesting dies. I love using nesting dies. You can make some really fun frames. But in there is a hexagon, so I thought it'd be really cute on this card. And I'm going to make this a Valentine card for my granddaughters. I said I was going to use the other one, but I'll probably use the other one for one and this one for the other one, so their cards aren't exactly the same. Usually I stamp first and then cut it out, but I was just trying to speed up the video a little bit, so I did it the other way. So you can see I did chop off part of the V, but I did on here too. It's a really tight fit. So that's just kind of how it goes. But really, you can't really tell that I did that. So, all right, so there's that. Now I want to show you how I made this really fun background and used my embossing folder. And I took a piece of sweet sorbet. It's 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I do want to put something behind it. I guess I'll just use, nice if I had some scraps, or this will do. All right, I'm going to use this because I'm going to be stamping off of the paper. And for this, I'm making a background, and it's called Tone on Tone. This technique, you could use Versamark, but I prefer to use the same color. It makes it just a little darker, but you can use Versamark for this technique as well. But I prefer it to show up a little bit more, so I'm going to use sweet sorbet. And here we go. I want to start with the flowers first. And I'm just going to stamp them around. And it's good to have some running off the paper and not just have them all perfectly on there, because it looks weird if you don't run a few off. All right, so there's that. I might add some more later after I do the leaves. So I think the leaves go this way. Although I'm going to rotate them. But I'm taking them that way to the flower, if that makes any sense what I just said. That looks good. And so I'm just randomly stamping these. We'll do that there. Maybe I'll run this one up here. Need something here, still kind of barren. I wonder if I should have done the leaves first. I probably should have. But not to worry, this will work. I'm going to come add a few more flowers in there. That looks good. I'm happy with that. All right, so the reason you want to do a panel like this. This panel is going to go on top of the card base so that you're not embossing the whole card base. All right, so I stamped my panel. I'll get this out of the way now. And I'm going to bring in my cutting and embossing machine. It's always a little awkward to do this on the video because it's so big and hard to see, but sorry. This is a full-size embossing folder, so I can't use my mini. I can zoom out a little, so I will do that. See my messy table. All right, so we're going to take the embossing folder, and we're using the bottom base, and you remove the two plate. If you don't remove the two plate, you're going to damage your plates. And I had a Stamp Club member do that. It was kind of sad. I had to buy a new one, so a new base, not a new machine, thankfully. That would have really been sad. All right, so I'm putting that down, and I'm going to put the specialty plate, which is the 4 plate, on top. So it's just the base plate and the specialty plate, and you run it through. And what I didn't say was you want to put the fold towards the roller. So the fold of the embossing folder here goes towards the roller. If you do it the other way, you could end up cracking this, and believe me, I've had that happen more than once. And you have to buy a new embossing folder. It's kind of sad. All right, so how cute is that? Look at that. So I don't know how well you can see that. I'm going to pull it up a little. You can see that it's embossed. I don't know if you can see the background when I pull it that close, but it really makes for a stunning background. And it's kind of funny. I did do a tone-on-tone stamp once for a card swap many years ago. I don't know. It's when I was first a demonstrator, and I've been a demonstrator for over 20 years. So anyway, I did the tone-on-tone for my background. We were supposed to use Stampin' Up! Stuff only. So it was a baby card, and so I used the word baby, which was in the stamp set, and I stamped it all over the back of my card base, and then I put my embellishment on top. It was a really cute card, and I was pretty proud of it. And when the swap was over, I asked the lady who had ran the swap, I said, you know, where are my cards? And she's like, oh, you didn't get to have any because you didn't use Stampin' Up! Products, so I threw yours away. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, that background, you know, that background paper. And I'm like, well, that was just the word baby, stamped tone-on-tone, and she didn't even know that. So anyway, that was pretty sad and kind of funny too. So there's my little funny tone-on-tone story. And so here are the octagons that I already cut from the Designer Series paper that coordinates with this. So cute. So cute. And I just laid it on kind of like honeycomb. And the Happy Valentine's Day can go there. And the flowers can go there. I have the best luck when I've embossed to use multi-purpose glue. I know some people use other things, but like your Stamp and Seal, but it always comes off for me. So I like to use glue because it gets down in those grooves and holds better, I think. So that's what I do. You can do whatever works best for you. But yeah, I like to use glue when I'm embossing. And I don't know if I said it or not, but this paper is petal pink, which coordinates with the wings of our bee, which I haven't put together yet. I should do that. I should have done that so he could dry a little, but I guess we're gonna do this on the fly. So in my other video, I showed all the paper that coordinates with this stamp set, Be My Valentine. So I'm not going to show you again. You can go watch it on there if you haven't seen it already. But it's very cute. And really all you have to do is buy a bundle, and that brings you pretty close to being eligible for a free celebration item. So Maybe you have to add on some glue or something to get there if it's one of the cheaper bundles. So we are almost done with this. All I need to do is glue the bee together, and I want to use my silicone mat. That's another add-on that you could do. You know what I forgot to do is a little face, so I thought it would be cute if I did this one winking, because you've seen 3 of the other faces on. You've seen the smiley face here, and there's my other video. I had 2 other faces. This one I'm going to do the winky face. And I always like to close my memento pad very quickly and just flip it upside down. That's how you store it. It keeps it from drying out because it does dry faster than the regular water-based ones. So that's my little weird tip of the day. So like I'll walk around my Stamp Club ladies and flip that memento pad over because it really does make a difference, especially if you're stamping with it for hours on end. You want to close that lid right up and flip it over, and then just open it up the next time you need it. All right, so there's his antenna, and here we go. Put his wings on. How cute is that? Put his antenna on. And this guy is going to hold a heart. So you could pop the heart up with a dimensional. You know what? I think I will. I didn't do that on my other one. Let's see if I can find those little mini dimensionals. No, I'm not going to. You know why? Because I'm going to draw with his arms on there, and I think if I pop it up, it's going to look weird. So I won't do that. I'll just go ahead and glue it on. This works better if you have nails. All right, and get that glue off of there. I'll put it right there. Hopefully it's in the center. You know, I should have used a glue dot. I should have. That way you're not getting this oozy glue out. Oh well. Because I want to write on there with my marker, and it might be hard to do with it wet. We'll see what happens. All right, so I'm using the fine tip of my Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to draw arms for this little dude. I drew it down a little further than my other one just because I wanted to stay out of the glue. It's almost like he's holding a hymnal. Anyway, very cute. And now I'm going to add dimensionals to the back. I will use the full-size dimensionals for this, and since he's still kind of wet, I'm going to just put my dimensional over the seam of the wings and the antenna just to hold it down better. And I'll put a few more out here. I think I'll put a little one on the tail. There we go. You can peel those off with your nails, or you can use the spatula end of this, which I think I'll try to do since I have so much glue on my fingers right now. I'm afraid it's all going to stick to me. And I apologize if the sound isn't real good on this video. My wireless mic is not working because my internet has been down since Saturday. So annoying. And I think they're not going to fix it till Thursday. So yeah, found out that my mic doesn't work if my internet's out, even though it's Bluetooth, but since my internet's not up, it's not picking it up. So yeah, I guess wires are good sometimes. All right, so now I'm just going to put him on. Just kind of hover him and decide where he looks best. And I did something on the inside. I haven't done it yet. I thought I would show you. I am going to, because I've been using glue, I'll just keep going with my glue. So this is a white. Well, when the card bases are like colored like this, you can write on there with black and it looks okay. With the red, it would probably look okay, but I decided I wanted to insert on this one. If it were a darker color, it probably would not look okay. But I thought that this would be really fun to take some of that designer paper, a strip of it. Here is 3/4 of an inch wide, and I'm just going to glue it right down there. And this would be fun too, but I didn't use this on the front, so I'm going to use the bees on the other side. Isn't this paper just so adorable? So, you know, if you're making these, you're going to make hopefully more than one at a time. And so there's a time savings. It won't take you as long as it's taken me on this video with all my yakking and such. But there you go. There's my cute. I got a fingerprint on there now because of the glue. Rats. All right, well, I'll figure out something to cover that up later. Anyway, there's my card. Very cute and really pretty quick. A little more complicated than the other card, but it's a lot of fun. So have a good day. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.